So hello everybody, this is a Let's Play or something like that with Journeyman Project Turbo, which was released in, I think, 94 for Windows 3.1 and Mac, as far as I know. And with me is Hugo.
Hello, Gakemers! How are you? In this quarantine, forced, induced, virus, whatever.
This very trying time for everybody. Well, anyway, so
Yes.
yeah, this is the Journeyman Project, and was made by Presto Studios, was published by Sanctuary Woods. Both companies are dead, of course.
Very...
They're-
they are all dust.
oh, fuck.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far, far away.
Yeah. Anyway, so this game is very dear to me. I like it a lot, and I've probably finished it 1,000 times. So yeah, the thing with this game is, well, getting it to run is a little messy because I'm capturing for Windows 3.1, and I forgot to put some of the codecs, so a couple of the videos don't play right. That's fine.
Right.
I fixed it on the next video. It's fixed. So.
That's
But
okay,
yeah,
that's
so.
great.
Yeah, so here's I'm just showing a little bit of the game of the intro screen, and you can see you have to be patient, because yeah, back then this was 1x CD-ROM drives,
Yeah.
and they were pretty slow. So.
Yeah. Now the, what was it, the 16x CD-ROMs? 8x?
No, 2x. That was
2x,
the fastest.
4x, whatever. Yeah, I played this game with it when I had this 486 IBM Aptiva, where I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
came with a 4x CD-ROM.
The Earth is finally
Yeah, it's better than mine. Mine had,
after a long,
2x.
bloody battle against a few tyrants
So that
who
was
sought total
Probably
Absolutely.
the people that are listening
Having learned
don't
the
know what
hard way the
fuck that
evils
is.
of imperialism,
The
borders
that was the
began to
optic
come down
devices,
one by one.
drives that were in
Finally, in
94,
the year
93.
2117,
Oh yeah, so that screen right
the
now with the
unified
protests,
world was
that's from Chile.
realized.
That's the no.
Now,
You actually see it in Spanish there in the background.
Images.
by the power
Yeah,
of
This
they-
is
they
the intro
grabbed-
for the game that sets the mood for
realizing
the
its
entire
potential
story.
for destruction.
Yeah, it explains
The
what
very
happened with the
same
world, sort
Democrats
of,
who
and
initiated
because
the
time
building of the
machines,
time machine
it's time travel.
immediately discontinued the project
Um,
once they saw a working
The thing about
prototype.
this game though is
Temporal
pretty
travel
interesting.
now
It's
being a reality.
kind of a
They
detective
brought the time machine to a
slash
secret location
sci-fi
and
alien
formed an
thing.
agency
But
to
the aliens don't
protect
really
the
make
flow
a
of
difference until
history.
the third game.
The project
I don't think it's entirely cyberpunk. I don't think it falls into
No,
that
it's-
category.
it's-
No.
It's kind of a little bit, but it's not really. I wouldn't say it's cyberpunk.
Graphic adventure. Let's leave it at that.
No, because cyberpunk is dystopian. This is actually very
Exactly,
utopian. Actually,
exactly.
it's the opposite. So that's the dream from Gage Blackwood, which is Agent 5, the character we're playing as, and that's Caldoria, which is I think it's the first sky city that humans
In the
built.
world,
or
yeah.
so-
The floating
yeah,
city.
It's like the floating city. It's like the first one, which is probably really a pain for like Amazon and shipping things. Imagine asking for something like living like I don't know how many
Right.
kilometers above sea level. So yeah, these were really cutting edge graphics back then. Like,
Oh yeah.
like hardcore cutting edge. In fact, the whole game was the advertising and what they were talking about this was basically it was photorealistic, and it made a big deal about how you should play this with like headphones in a dark room and you would really feel as if you were there. So that was like a big thing in the marketing, and they put a lot of emphasis on that. And
That was the way to put yourself right into the adventure.
yeah, but it was
Compared to today.
kind of a new thing. Like this
Yeah.
was right around where they're using like CD-ROMs for games, and this was kind of like a CD-ROM project first and foremost.
Right.
So they were trying to just make use of the medium, because at that point not many games had come out for like CD-ROMs where they were actually using it in that much.
Nope.
So everything explodes now. Of course.
That's the apocalyptic dream that the main character has.
It's a
And of
prophetic
course,
vision.
the alarm at 6:40 a.m. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean the dream he had is kind of prophetic, maybe.
Yeah. It
Let's not
depends.
spoil that.
Claro, of course, it depends how you play the game and behave in certain.
It depends if you don't fuck it up.
Right, basically.
Basically. So here's the biotech implant in a really fun animation that shows
the
up.
visor that enables you to interact with the rest of the world.
It's a monocle.
Of course.
Yeah, but the cool thing now is like there's a radio, right?
To welcome the entire
Very
Radio,
smooth talking voice.
Ships.
alliance of
No, I mean the radio
Our
is actually talking about the alien ship that landed on Caldoria.
Right. You start the adventure
I'm right
with
here.
the
Thanks,
visit from
Johnny.
aliens that
10 years ago
came
today,
10 years ago
visited
from
by
the
a
date
race
which
of aliens who
this
call
game is set
themselves the Sorolans. They
to
told us that
propose
they
the
invite us
people
into
from
their
Earth to
alliance, which they call the symbiotry of
join
the-
the-
to join the intergalactic society and whatever.
The symbiotry of peaceful beings.
Right.
That's the name it had.
Of course. And now they came 10 years later when
Today is the day of their return.
the time
All
lapse,
along
the
streets
time
of Caldoria and here in
what's
the
the
Capitol
word?
Passed,
building,
right, yeah, they
it's
just
amazing,
waited.
Time-
Johnny. There
they-
are
they gave us
thousands of
10
people
years
gathered,
to
hoping
discuss
catch a
whether
glimpse of
we
the
join
Sorolan
them or
delegate
not.
as the
Yeah,
procession
Now
to
it's
deliberate
10
on
years
the on the
We've
on
heard
the
various
Of
rumors
course,
that
called?
a fleet of ships have already been detected
Deliberate on the
long-range
offer.
radar
So-
Of
and
course.
should soon be
So now
arriving.
it starts bugging you that you're
Each new
late.
rumor, the excitement here seems to grow
So you have to
to
be there in
Yeah,
10
Back
minutes,
to
which
the
is
studio, Johnny.
you can take, of course, an
Thank
hour in
you,
the apartment,
Megan
nothing happens because this is an old game,
This
right?
morning's
But
broadcast was brought to you
it
by
does actually
Future
keep warning
Cola.
you, so you should.
Whatever you do, you're gonna arrive
Food
late.
Generation.
So
Yeah, you're gonna always be late.
Just
no matter
like in
what.
real life.
Sounds of WKIM.
Yeah,
Too big.
yeah. So anyway, so this is the apartment, and cool thing about this is basically that you can interact with many of the objects in the apartment. I'll actually show the bathroom real quick. A little lamp, you can turn it off, on and off. In the remake, you can actually open those drawers in the desk. The remake's amazing for this game too. The Pegasus Prime.
The Pegasus Prime remake, of course. There's some things, slight things changed from the original game.
A lot of things. It's a new game basically. They made everything again new. So it's actually pretty impressive what they did.
No, I mean with the already pre-rendered game, scenario, there's slight change. No, not the graphic way or the.
No, they changed everything. Everything is new. Like they made everything from scratch.
Really? I haven't played
Yeah.
the Pegasus Prime. I only played the
No, it's
original.
amazing. They made everything.
Turbo. Oh,
You
really?
can actually look in 360 degrees around every single space.
Ah, really?
It has
Play
like the engine for the second
Journeyman
game.
Project Turbo. Well, I'm gonna play the Pegasus Prime to see what the hell is the old.
Yeah, it's like they used the engine for the second game for
Oh.
Birdie in Time.
Burning time. Oh, okay.
I think at least.
Another announcement
so-
to report to this temporary security annex.
Yeah, they keep bugging you with that. You have to do that. And so here's the first clue that you have for the plot. You just don't know it yet. So this is an important moment. Fourth floor, and yet stops at the roof access for some reason. Why would that be? Huh? And then it comes back down, and we get on. Right. So, and here's another thing that it does, which is really funny. Once you get into the elevator, you can actually press the other floors, but as you'll see,
To walk around the building.
Access denied. This
That's
floor
the-
Second floor is
the
not
floor has
pre-rendered,
never
whatever.
is not been modeled or rendered. So
Right.
yeah, it's saying there's nothing there, so you can't
You-
go there.
You can use the directional keys from the keyboard, right?
Yes, you can use the arrow keys to move around. It is actually the fastest way to move around because
Of
it
course.
buffers your keystrokes, so you
Instead
can
of
actually
using the mouse.
store all of them. Here I am
The
pressing
apartment
random
12?
Apartments. Yeah, so you can. There's a dog in 12. This one actually has a clue. It's vacant, so it it asks you to look at the information in the kiosk in the lobby, which is right here. It's like this is the first like real clue you get. You have to remember this. It's important for the
Caldoria
end
Heights
of the-
apartments.
Yes, for the end of the game.
Caldoria is
It's
the
basically
city.
like a trailer for the
Caldoria Heights apartment.
Caldoria is this
Best
sky
view
city, yeah.
Caldoria.
Right.
While here,
So he has a
please
rooftop
feel free to
observatory.
visit our
That's
rooftop
important.
observatory,
Nice.
Right?
located directly
And
across from the Capitol building in Sector 3.
what's also important
Caldori Heights plays
is
host
that
to a
it's
number of
right
luxurious
across from the
accommodations.
Capitol building.
Our 15 units offer ample
Right.
living space and the very best views
And
of
he has
the
like
city.
titanium plumbing. That's
Illuminized
amazing.
steel plumbing
Yeah.
and titanium
That's
bathroom
gonna be
fixtures.
I mean, the thing is that it's pretty amazing,
And
honestly.
topping
It's
off this
really cool
list of
stuff.
distinctive features is a
I didn't show the
high-res
environment
4D
system. You can actually use that in the apartment, but I didn't want to like draw on it.
Designed for Metro Properties by Marco Giappitti, Caldoria Heights
Caldoria
offers comfortable
Heights.
accommodations
Look at it
in an
across.
attractive
And there, yeah, located
Building
across
Sector
from the
3.
Capitol building, Sector
Right.
3. So that's important because what's right across from us in the Capitol building is the actual
alien ship.
the alien ship. That thing with the glowing green, that's the alien
Right.
ship. So basically, that's kind of we have a balcony which is overlooking that in the like this the rooftop. So that's a big deal.
Okay.
Global Transporter, Caldoria Heights Apartments, Sector
And here's
3.
the way people get around the future.
Route now. Route
Amazingly
X.
enough.
Right. The
Transport car will be
the
required.
thing from the movie Fly.
Global Transport.
Yeah, it is. It has actually
The
a joke
Fly.
about that.
Right. The,
Right afterwards.
The transport disintegrating, making you a freaking, I don't know.
Monster. Yeah.
Right. And there's come the Fly.
And there's the fly, right?
Right.
Foreign organism
But it
detected
actually
in
detects it.
transport. Please hold
And then
for tracking and
Right.
sterilization
Gets
process.
vaporized.
Yeah. So it doesn't happen what the movie Fly predicted.
No, yeah, this actually helps.
This is your personal global
Please
transport.
So this is the
Yeah.
first part you can actually. I think this is the first
Now.
death you can get in the game.
Right. The first time I played this game, I didn't have my global transport card, so I didn't
Choose
know
a
what the
destination.
hell what they talking about. So
Yeah, you have
I
to
had
grab it from the
go
desk.
back to my apartment and grab it, of course.
Yeah. So if you press anything else in that
Preparing
menu, you
destination
die.
transporter.
Literally. So
Any other
don't-
destination?
Yeah, because
I don't remember.
time
now. I
distortion
played it
waves
like-
kills you.
Organic
I
substrata.
played it like more than 20 years
Prepare
ago.
for molecular disintegration.
I think 25.
That's probably longer than that. It's thinking on 94.
I know I'm old. Don't remind me.
Yeah, whatever.
Completing molecular reintegration.
Thank you for using global transport.
Thank you for using global
I like the corporate thing. I like the look
Yeah,
of it. It's all
yeah.
very sci-fi.
Yeah, that's nice.
Bright colors.
Just
This
like
is the
global transport.
TSA,
Temporal
Temporal
Security
Security
Annex.
Annex.
That's the symbol of the temporal security annex.
Oh, I didn't actually let the animation play. There is an animation that shows up when you get near the door that lights up the small lights on the side. Those red lights.
Right.
I didn't let it play, but it does go ping and they light up. This is the first moment
How
you
was
have
it?
to
How
actually
was it? The
put,
sound?
like,
How was it? Bing.
Yeah, this is the first moment you have to put a code from the manual in the game.
Yeah, that's
This was
this is
copy protection.
the anti-piracy system that was
Verification.
existing in
Cranial
those years,
control
94, 95. You had to look at the manual to enter the specific
I mean,
code.
there were
they asked.
many ways, many systems, but this was like a
Really
very
popular.
typical one.
Yeah, this is
popular.
really popular.
Verification.
I like
kinda-
how there's like.
I kind of miss it. Honestly, I kind of miss it. But
Yeah, there's no manuals anymore almost.
no, you're lucky to get the freaking disc like in the
At all,
case.
yeah.
of
Even
the
when you
game,
get a
yeah.
disc, not just a code. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really like that the scan is like it's gonna scan like your brain and if you're
Right.
not the person. you have to
The
scan.
secure scan.
It's an amazing scan. I like
Yeah.
the sequence a lot actually.
Yeah. There's the
I like the
device.
voice too.
ID scan confirmed. Welcome, Agent 5.
Your fourth late arrival.
Your fourth
What a
late arrival has been
freaking asshole.
verified and logged.
Please report at once to the command center.
And then
Please
like the
report
thing
at once
disappears.
to the command
That's so
center.
cool. So this will be a good time to mention that
So
90% of this game is doors opening and
right,
closing.
right.
So this is basically most of the runtime. That's our time machine, Pegasus. Right
So
there.
in case we didn't mention it, we are in the year 2318.
Oh, and
So
this
it's
is the only
basically-
part in the game, I think, that plays this music, sadly.
Right.
It's pretty cool, but
We're
it's the only part that plays it.
like 3 centuries in the future.
Future, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Enough of that. So this is the door opening again.
Right. I love
Also
these
notice
doors in this
the-
game with the sound
Those are
and
awesome,
everything.
yeah. I like that too. It's really cool. And this is the command center. It's just like a closet with a
Right.
like terminal.
Like a jail cell, basically.
It's a jail cell, yeah. And then it has like a
Lighting and
wallpaper.
everything.
It's really cheap, but I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I mean, that was the time, right?
Of course.
Mandatory review.
So here's the
sessions
second
begin.
code you have to enter to get the
Activate
monitor to work.
upper left monitor.
The left monitor.
Left monitor, yeah. Now these videos don't work in this video because I didn't get the codecs installed. I forgot.
Oh,
They are fixed in the next video, like the actual time discrepancy stuff. That has the videos properly, like they work. So, but what's happening in these videos, I just skipped
Incorrect
over them
entry.
because I can't see the
Access
video anymore.
denied.
So, it's basically explain to you what you have to do once a problem happens. Like, what's your job, basically.
Right.
So here's like, oh, I forgot the
Unfortunately,
code.
the thing is
Accelerated
gonna.
space-time
The girl
transporter
is not
version
there.
1,
She's busy.
otherwise known as
She was in
Pegasus,
quarantine. She couldn't show
was
up
the
to work.
brainchild
Right,
of part-time historian.
She was doing a
procedure-
telework.
And the procedure is basically once a bad thing happens, you have to go to the ready room, get your suit, get the biochip chips, and then get to work. So, and look at that, we have a fucking emergency.
Oh, right on time.
Right on time. Yeah.
course.
Just you know, immediately after you get called to work, like,
Alert status alpha.
Temporal anomaly.
Distortion imminent.
distortion. Yeah, it's called
Temporal
distortion.
distortions.
Agent
So here's what
5.
happens. There's a wave that's coming towards us, towards the present, as you see there. If that thing reaches us, we die. That's also how you can die in this game. You should just wait here for nothing. But we're not waiting around. We're gonna fix this. So we're gonna go to the ready room. Yeah, I mean, we are still a government like agent, but we are not gonna, you know, be bureaucrats about it. We're just gonna get to action.
Of course. Like
Very
every
unrealistic about
bureaucrat
this game.
does.
Yeah,
nowadays.
exactly. Like it's a very unrealistic game.
Right. So pick up the
So-
chips and the
The journeyman key.
right.
Can I just mention that I love this game's logo? I think it's so
Right.
unique.
Well, it's freaking awesome. I was thinking of doing a build on my computer room, my main cave with that logo.
That's
It's
an
like-
awesome logo.
Yeah. It's like a journeyman theme.
Yeah, I mean that the button there in the
Room.
interface, that journeyman button is basically how you recall yourself into the present.
Biosecurity preparing ultrasonic body type
So here you
access.
get the suit,
Mesomorphic.
the bio-suit.
Infra scanning exact body dimensions.
It's measured in volume units. I don't know, divs.
Like the Half-Life 2 biosuit? No.
No, this is much
Biosupports
less interesting.
Much more.
Stand by for bio
much more
encapsulation.
futuristic. Yeah. And now we go to the Pegasus time machine.
Excellent.
So here's the thing about the doors. The doors always close behind you, right? So when you step outside, like listen to the sound. And
Because
see
you
it
have
close
to do
behind you.
your work in private. Not get distracted.
No,
Think
it's
about it.
because all the pre-rendered scenes have the doors closed.
No, it's security measures.
Right.
Stop it.
I'm gonna break your immersion if I say that.
Right. Yeah, of course.
So here you're
Play
lowering
with it.
yourself into
Play with
the Pegasus, and how it's also interesting how like even the elevator has that nice wallpaper with the feathers. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I like the design of the whites and yellows, and you know the scheme is actually pretty cool looking.
Right.
And this is the Pegasus. It's kind
This
of
is
weird.
the time machine.
Time machine, yeah. Because we were discussing if you had to sit down or stand up when you get in it. Because it looks like you're standing
Right.
up, right?
Right. I think that's. I look at it and I think that's your silhouette, and when you have to stand up with the controls on either side of your arms.
I mean, you have to
I
actually
don't
turn
see a
around,
seat.
right?
I don't see a
Yeah, you don't see
chair.
a chair or anything. Well, so this is the inside of the Pegasus, and now we have to choose the destination from the left monitor.
Temporal anomaly.
Yeah, well, first we need to get the historical log,
Of course.
because we need to compare the present to the historical log of the actual present.
Select a
And see what
destination
changed.
from the listing on the
Right.
left monitor.
The way this is done in the remake is amazingly cool, especially with the actors and everything. It's actually fantastic. The remake actually has actors, by the way, like actors, proper actors.
The scene, the animation.
No, it's a very different animation too. But yeah, this is the Pegasus working, and now we have this very trippy, awesome.
Right. This is where we get high. Right.
Yeah. You're just tripping balls through time, because basically. And all the music has like sound clips of different parts of the game, and there is a huge spoiler in that audio
Right.
right at the end.
I don't know. I don't know if it happens to you, but I hear the music of this game and I've never heard this type of music in any movie, series, or other games. It's just like so characteristics of this particular game.
The composer is, I think it's called Andrew, Gino Andrew or something. I don't remember the name right now, but he's really cool. He did all the music for the game and the guitars and everything. He's a really cool guy. And so, well, here's basically the past. There's the date right there, and you can die in this part too, pretty much, if you just step off the cliff or you get eaten by a pterodactyl or something.
Right.
So we're gonna
Now
save, and we're
yeah.
gonna leave it up to this. Is a good time to stop. So, hope you had fun. This is
Hope
the
you
first
enjoyed
part
it.
of hope you enjoyed it. This is the first part of a small series where we beat this game. The game's not long,
Right.
and get a little bit of commentary. That's the character limit for DOS. We can't use that, so we need to actually use a shorter name. And this is how you save the game. So
Right.
so
I'll give us your thumb up, and
Yeah.
leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget.
yeah, if you like the video, if you like content like this, make sure to subscribe, and interact with us in any way you can if you want to. And I hope you're having a good night, a good time. I hope everything's okay, and will be okay in the future.
And game
And
on.
I'm going with that. Yeah, and game on. Until next time.